Walter Benjamin was a German Jewish intellectual born in 1892 whose essays on topics of central intellectual concern between the two world wars have proved remarkably durable. Benjamin engaged seriously with Marxism, surrealism, and mystical theology without fully committing to any of them. Rather, he aspired to be the foremost critic of German literature, adding, "In Germany, literary criticism has not been taken seriously as a genre for over 50 years. To make for oneself a place in it means recreating it as a genre." He committed suicide at the age of 48 whilst trying to escape from the Nazis. In some ways, Benjamin had a radical understanding of what it would mean to be a critic in the modern world. He prioritised quotations, claiming that they have an unusual power to cleanse, to tear things out of context, to destroy. He praised the destructive personality, adding, "What exists he reduces to rubble, not for the sake of the rubble, but for that of the way leading through it." His highly influential 1928 short book, One Way Street, blends criticism, philosophy, jokes, accounts of dreams, social commentary, and may give an indication of the sort of project he had in mind. Benjamin's also important for revisiting the 19th century French poet Charles Baudelaire, particularly the notion of the flaneur, which Baudelaire had taken from a short story by the American writer Edgar Allan Poe. The flaneur, who's nowadays a fixture of psychogeography, wanders around the city apparently at random, aiming to perceive the eternal and the poetic through the superficially short-lived and the shifting. Benjamin's major work was going to be a book in which Baudelaire and the flaneur featured heavily. However, it was left unfinished on his death in 1940. Apart from One Way Street and his writings on Baudelaire, Benjamin's two most important works are probably two essays: his 1935 The Work of Art in the Age of Mechanical Reproduction and his 1940 Theses on the Philosophy of History. In The Work of Art in the Age of Mechanical Reproduction, he comes close to adopting a Marxist position. True works of art are characterised by a unique aura and originally existed in a ritual context. The paradigmatic form of art in our own age is film, which nullifies the aura and is wholly secular. It possesses the power to mobilise the masses. By contrast, what characterises the Theses on the Philosophy of History is how far they are from Marxism. Thesis 9 of 18 in total is probably the most haunting. Benjamin imagines Paul Klee's 1920 monoprint, Angelus Novus, as the angel of history. His face is turned towards the past, he writes, where we perceive a chain of events. He sees but a single catastrophe which continually hurls wreckage at his feet. He would like to stand still, to awaken the dead, to repair the world. But a storm is blowing from paradise and he can no longer close his wings. This storm is what we call progress. The best English language collection of Benjamin's work is probably the 1999 Illuminations, not least because it contains a very good introduction by the German thinker Hannah Arendt, to whom incidentally Benjamin was related by marriage. Penguin's One Way Street and other writings is also very good.